Thank you so much for joining us. It's really an honor to have you here. And you were part of the Influential Women campaign last year, and I think played a pivotal role in making it such a sort of broad and diverse scope of entries and winners that we had last year. So I'd love to talk a little bit first before we dive into Influential Women about your experiences and your role in Global Game of Women and how that came about and sort of what led you to where you are today.
Oh, what a great question. So, I am currently the president and board chair of Global Gaming Women. I've been involved in the organization since about 2016. So, my initial involvement was actually through our mentorship program, through our Lean In Circles. So, I applied and was accepted as a moderator. So, took a leadership role and was able to lead and be a part of one of our GGW Lean In Circles. And then really just kind of it sparked a passion for me that I always knew that I had, but I think there was, coupled my passion for development and continued learning and connection was also it was also coupled at a time where we really needed it, not only as an industry, just because, when you look around, there's a saying that says like if you see it, you can be it. And when I looked around, there wasn't a lot of females. And if there was, they were very isolated in organizations or there was only a couple. So, really trying to create that opportunity for connection and community for women in the gaming industry to connect and then, help each other advance.
Amazing. And it's sort of taken such big strides since then, right? And it's so sort of like broadly known as the significant diversity group within the sector. I'll talk a bit about influential women. This will be second year for you judging. What was your kind of experience last year in coming across some of the submissions and the shortlist that we sort of gave to the judges to work through? And what are your kind of hopes for the campaign this year as well?
So last year was an amazing experience. And, I've been fortunate and had the opportunity to sit on whether it was myself as a recipient and now sitting as a judge on numerous of these panels. And I will say the caliber, the diversity, and just the quantity of nominations have increased exponentially, which is exceptional and extremely exciting. I would say, not just, I think, for all of us, but as an industry that we really have women across all gaming sectors raising their hand and really stepping into leadership roles. And I will say, I think that this is such a great opportunity because a lot of the times there are women out there doing truly exceptional work and having an impact, whether it's in their own company or as an industry or all of the above, that they're not necessarily recognized for that impact. And I think that this is a really great opportunity to recognize those women amongst our peers and to the industry.
Absolutely, I would agree. What's one thing that I'm asking all of my interviewees for the campaign is what would your advice be to someone who's come across the campaign, is interested in submitting an admission, doesn't necessarily know where to start or whether the person that they consider to be influential sort of fits a criteria that we're looking for?
My recommendation is just do it. I mean, I cannot encourage you enough because I think so often we as women, and I will say a lot of us in the industry, men and women, will talk ourselves out of applying for things or nominating our peers to celebrate their achievements. But by doing that, we miss out on like a truly great opportunity to recognize someone. So I will say, not only would I say take the initiative if you have somebody, but encourage others. Like that's one thing that I have found, and I will say, like I have reached out to my peers or people that I know in the industry um, to say, hey, here's a great opportunity. I really think that you should nominate so and so for this award. They'd be a great candidate. So I think part of it is just encouraging and then also just getting that information and that opportunity out to your networks.
From your experiences in the field, how have you seen diversity and inclusion develop in the sector? And do you think we're sort of closer to where we need to be? What sort of additional work needs to be done?
I think as an industry, very similar to all areas of our industry. It kind of ebbs and flows, but I think that we've made really great progress. I think we've made really good progress. I think we've been intentional about, again, wherever you are in the world, no matter where you are in your career, is really as an industry investing in our employees and investing in those around us. And I think whether it's so one of the things that I'm probably the most proud about with GGW is there are a lot of companies that don't have the opportunity to potentially invest in their employees, or they don't have the budget, or it's only for the few. So it's through organizations like GGW that our partners have enabled us to give those offerings to anyone. So that is probably what I am the most proud of, whether it's through your company or whether it's through organizations like Global Gaming Women, there is opportunity for anyone to invest in themselves and to grow their career and their skill sets.
Amazing. Well, thank you. That's all I had sort of question in terms of questions to ask you. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, you say